Hey everyone, I just wanted to do a quick video for you guys. This is a coding alternative exclusive. Carson and I are going to actually be doing more videos in regards to how we can increase energy and your frequency in regards to not only your emotional, spiritual, physical health, but how you can learn what we do, which is I'm a certified emotion code practitioner, and also Carson is a body code practitioner and emotion code practitioner. So from experience with other clients and kind of experience with our own families, we're going to share little nuggets here, tips here, and just little things that you can do in your daily life to basically increase your frequency. So today, we want to talk about something called like attracts like, which you've probably heard before your whole life. And what's interesting is sometimes I have clients that I work with, and in regards to, when we're going through their timeline and trying to help them out in regards to, releasing some emotional baggage or perhaps emotional trauma from a relationship, what I've noticed and they don't want to hear is that, why did you have to go through that person? Why did you experience this negative person, this negative toxic relationship? And unfortunately, the answer is not really what they want to hear, which is you actually acquired that due to the similar frequencies that you had from that person. So what I'm trying to say is that if you are dealing, I want you guys to really listen to this, if you have demons you are dealing with, then you will date a demon. If you are having issues with self-esteem and anger, then you will meet someone who has self-esteem and anger issues. Now, you probably have wanted your whole life to reach for higher things in the shelf. Jim Rohn said it this way. He says, if you want to reach for the higher things in the shelf, as you can see here, it's me messing with the view angle here. If you want to reach the higher things in the shelf, you have to step on the books you read. But as far as energy healing goes and bioenergetic healing, we're talking about increasing your frequency, getting rid of things. It's not really adding to you, more of unlearning things and to remove things. And what usually the pharmaceutical companies do or psychologists do is what they do is they filter things that you've received in your life. They kind of give you a filter to work with, like a mental filter, or just kind of like some type of programming that allows you to only work with the conscious, but not the subconscious. What we're talking about today is the subconscious. And one of the things I do is, things I do with the clients is I actually tell them about this thing called 432 hertz. Okay, so you might want to check it out. 432 hertz. What is that? It's a special tuning that correlates with the color spectrum and the chakra system. So I'm going to read something to you real quick. Basically, it says here the solar spectrum and the cosmic keyboard. You guys ready? All of the frequencies in the spectrum are related in octaves from gamma rays to subharmonics. These colors and notes are also related to our chakras and other important energy centers. If we understand that chakras are connected to the 7 rays of the solar spectrum, then the notes and frequencies we use for the same should be the same. For A432 hertz is the tuning of the cosmic keyboard or cosmic pitchfork, as opposed to the A440 hertz modern standard. It places C sharp at 13610 hertz ohm, which is the main note of the sitar in classical Indian music and the pitch of the chants of the Tibetan monks, who tells us it comes from nature. So in other words, if you haven't heard a 432 recording or a video or sound bits of it, you need to. In fact, I might even post it right below. Something you want to kind of, for me, what it has done for me is it's increased clairvoyance, increased clarity. It's given me more peace throughout the day. And I just use it for 15 minutes. So 15 minutes a day is all you really need to be able to just fully take in the 432 hertz and what it does for you as far as healing goes. Your intuition goes up higher, your clairvoyancy goes up higher, and so all these different benefits come from it. Now, what I also use is there's a doctor named Dr. Missouri Moto, and what he said that as, I don't know if have you guys seen the water crystal? Some of you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, but basically the water crystal, if you look for like a beaker, for example, and you put water into it, and then you put a certain word taped to it, like evil or happiness or joy or Mother Teresa or Hitler, whatever you want to put on there, there's actually a certain water crystal that shows up. If you put it in ice and thaw it out and put a microscope on it, you'll basically see a certain crystal that matches that word. Now, Dr. Masaru studied water for 20 years. What are we made up of? 20% water. And water is what? Frequency. So, tamper with your water, you can tamper with your frequency. So why not do what he counseled, which he says the greatest crystal he believes that has the most changing effect is love and gratitude. And he also believes it's the most beautiful crystal he's ever seen. So love and gratitude. So here's a mantra I want you guys to use that will really help you out. Number one, I receive love and gratitude. The second one is I give love and gratitude. So I receive love and gratitude, and I give love and gratitude. So here's the thing. So if you do that for 15 minutes a day using 432 hertz while in your audio, you will see some drastic changes. But I'm going to give you guys a little disclaimer here: is you want to definitely be consistent for 30 days. If it's kind of like the water pump, if you let go of the pump, then the water's going to go back down. But if you keep being consistent, you'll start noticing your water in your body, your biochemistry is going to start changing. It's going to start getting used to the fact, okay, I see that you're attracted to 432 hertz. I feel more centered. I have more peace throughout the day. This is who you are. It'll start changing. It'll expect it. Your body will expect it from then on. And you'll have more results in life, whether you'll bring in people who work on themselves. You'll bring in business partners and investors and things that they have love and gratitude for themselves, and they have love and gratitude for you. If they don't have that frequency, then they go zig while you go zag. So very, very powerful. If you want to really speed up your life in regards to attracting the right things, is to use 432 hertz and using this mantra: I receive love and gratitude, and I give love and gratitude. And say that with pauses for 15 minutes. That's one way to increase your frequency. And the second part, so like does attract like. The question is what is your like? I also did a Facebook Live earlier that said, new year, new year, new you. The sad part about it is it's actually new year, same you. If you have these trapped emotions in your body, you have this thing called a heart wall that we're very familiar with in the book. It talks about the emotion code. Then it's actually different year, but same you. Different business, same you. Different relationship, same you. So that's something to look into. Is like, how can energy healing in regards to the emotion code assist me so I'm a different me when I go into a different project? That the goals that I have in 2017, I'm bringing the best player to the chessboard. I'm not coming in as a pawn. I'm coming in as a queen or a king or a strong knight. So the second thing I want to share with you guys is this. Who you're attracted to, it could be a sign of what you can be. What I've noticed here, and this is the last tip I want to share with you guys, is that a lot of people, a lot of people, when they look at someone they admire, they say, oh, well, that's just that person. Oh, well, I could see how they're like that because they've done this. But I can't do that. And so what you're doing is you're putting people on a pedestal. And I'm telling you this, that you need to stop doing that. Yes, you who's watching this, you need to stop doing that. And the reason why is because the only reason why you admire that person is because they woke up something inside of you, and that's why you're attracted to that person. Not for a comparison where you beat yourself up. Not for something to comparison so that you can say, okay, well, now I know what I'm not going to do in my life. It's actually to attract you to something that maybe there is something similar to what they're providing as far as value. And you have it within you, and they just basically took their candle and lit yours. Here's another way to look at it. You're all sitting around a table, all the people that you admire, and inside this table is that person you admire, and you guys are sitting, I want you guys to picture this, at an eye level where it's eye to eye, not him higher than you or her higher or lower than you or whatever. It's actually same eye to eye. We're all sitting at the same table and we're all appreciating each other's company. And that person maybe even admire you more than you admire them. That's the type of imagery I want you to have. Whenever you admire anybody, it's just a preview of what you have inside of you. And it was meant to be that person wakes something up inside of you. It was either him going to do it or she going to do it or you're going to do it. But someone had to come in first to lay down the tracks. And then you can build in that railroad or that train that can go faster than what you've seen before. So I just want to give that acknowledgement to you guys and let you know that that's the case for most. Like, look at everybody you admire, and instead of, like, let's say a biography, instead of closing the book and saying, well, that's them, that's not me, I always say, when I close the book, I say, well, if he can do it, I can do it. If she can do it, then I can do it. It happened with an invention that I created. I created an invention a while back. I read a book on Howard Hughes. I made the invention. I read the biography of Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain, and Jim Morrison. What did I become? A musician. I admired this guy named Collier Gregory, who was really high in military ranks in military school. What did I become? I became the same exact rank as he did. There was a spiritual book that I read and a prophet that I was reading about, and then I became part of that faith, and I've never been happier 25 years of my whole entire life after 26, just because I adopted that faith. And then I also really admired this entrepreneur, the way he used to speak on stage, and then all of a sudden someone walked up to me and said, hey, just to let you know, you kind of sound like this person, and it was that person that I admired. So here we go, guys. What's the story? The story is, we have to fix our frequency. If we want the greater things on the shelf, the higher things, you have to change your frequency. That's one part. The second part is owning the fact that there will be people that will lead the way, and that they're not there for comparison. They're there to guide you to what you're supposed to do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this message, which is basically increase your frequency and also find who you admire, and then really own it, that they probably would admire you if they knew you, and they definitely would. Somebody has to go in front just to like pave the way. Could have been you, but that just happens to be that person, and you're going to take your life to the next level because of it. So with that, hopefully you guys can subscribe below. We're going to be doing, Carson and I are going to be doing videos about how to increase your frequency, how to improve your diet, how to do the emotion code. There's certain tips that you can use, how to do muscle testing, what different types of muscle testing, body code testimonials, emotion code testimonials, what are different other energy modalities that you can use that can combine with the emotion code. We're going to really just pour on a bunch of information. So if you definitely want to subscribe to Coding Alternative, and we will make sure that him and I are going to be putting out more and more information about energy work, and we're excited to show that to you. So definitely, if you have a special energy modality that you appreciate, definitely put it down in the comments section, or if you'd like, you can also who is someone you admire and why. Write that down in the comment section. I'll definitely answer everybody that puts something down there. Just write down who you admire, and then and why, and then basically at the end of it, hopefully by this lesson you've learned, you know what, I could be that person, or I could be better than that person, or I could do what he or she did, and have that type of confidence after you mention that. So with that, hopefully you guys have an amazing day. I look forward to sharing the next video, which we're going to talk about muscle testing. So look forward to that, and we'll talk soon. Take care. Bye-bye.